Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pommin Around episode 9. Oh, yeah, I just discovered the soundboard on the podcast recorder. Dude, that soundtrack is so sketchy. Like, it sounds like the intro, well, not the intro, but like the transitioning sound bit for like a murder mystery. And now we are going to see where she buried the bodies. Now we are going to hear his story of how he got anally fucked by an alien. But yeah, awesome. There's loads. I recorded one myself. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I don't think so because I there was one that was like intro and I cleared it by accident. But this is the one I recorded. Oh, it's not playing. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I don't know how you do it then. But yes, please, welcome to the podcast. Give yourselves a round of applause. Oh, that's laughter. Hello. Thank you, thank you. I hope the computer's picking this up because it would be hilarious if it didn't. But yes, welcome to Pomming Around. So it's been a week since I last recorded the episode. What have I been up to? Well, Saturday, Sunday. So I record these podcasts on Friday. Saturday and Sunday was your typical day, show running, event coordinating. That's why I call myself now on LinkedIn, an event coordinator. Okay. I'm not a manager, I'm a coordinator. So I've been doing that. I think yeah, I think it was all okay-ish days. I don't think anything happened. There was one funny part moment. I believe it was on Sunday. One of the comedians asked for my number. Not female, male, and I'm not gay. Um, it was really funny just because like I was sitting there with like a work colleague, say, or another person, like an extra person, and we were just sitting there. I think we just finished closing one of the shows, or like scanned one of the shows, so that was happening, and we were just sitting there talking about dating and school and stuff like that. And then one of the guys who does the shows came up to me and was like, "Hey, I'm not doing any shows anymore. Can I have your details?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, sure." I acted cool. And I was like, "Yeah, you want my Instagram, my number?" He was like, "Oh, both." So I gave him my Instagram, gave him my number, and then afterwards he was like, "Oh, does this number work for WhatsApp?" And I was like, "Oh, maybe take my French number." So I gave him my French number as well. And yeah, and then afterwards, he was like, "Oh, okay," and he was like, "Yeah," and then he left. And I turned to my friend, I was like, "Oh, that was weird, right?" And he was like, yeah, a little bit." I was like, "Ah, I don't know. Do you think he's like, leans to the left?" I hate to say. uh, I don't know why. It doesn't. And then he's like, maybe." But I'm quite sad because if he is gay and I gave him my number, he hasn't contacted me, which is terrible. No, it's not terrible, but I am like, oh, maybe at first I was like, oh yeah, maybe he wants it for like business, if he's running a show, he needs help, I'm good at doing that. But maybe he wasn't. That's the thing about I think like straight guys is like every time we talk to like some another guy, and it's like somewhat of like there's somewhat of like I don't know a connection or something, we always automatically think the other person's gay. We're like, oh god, or like if a guy's too smiley, or if a guy is like too enthusiastic to see you, or he asks you for an Instagram or number just to stay in touch with you, immediately, uh-oh. Or at least that's how I feel, and I think maybe it's wrong. Oh, it's very wrong. I need to learn on that. But yeah, what happened? So that happened. I think nothing happens. Um, yeah, no, I know in one of the episodes, on the previous episodes, I talked about shows that I went to see, and I didn't mention Dan Muggleton. So yeah, Dan Muggleton, he's a guy where I would see him from time to time on my social media, and or my sister's boyfriend would send me clips of him, and he has some really good. He has some, and you know, one of the clips I enjoyed. He had like I remember before coming to Australia, he had a really good joke about Australia being like it's South Europe. He'll be like, oh, we do not consider ourselves to be Asian or Oceania or something like that. We are South Europe. And I was like, oh, that's funny. And I got to see him in part, or like not see him his show, but see him as a person in part. And yeah, he's a lot taller than you think. He's like 6'2" or something like that. And yeah, you know, I would just say hi. Like I would always be, he would always be like finishing up his show, and I would go in and sort the chairs. So I'll just say hi to him very quickly, and then he was supposed to be on five headliners, but he dropped out. Like I sent him an email confirming if he's still performing, and he was like, "Oh no, sorry mate, I'm too tired. It's not worth it." And I said, "Okay, no worries. I totally understand." And at the end of the email, I said, "By the way, I watched your special on YouTube. It's called White and Wrong." And I said, "Oh, it's a great special. I really enjoyed it. It's super funny." Which is true. I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, it was really funny. It was really good." And he sent me a message being like, "Oh, I really appreciate it, man. Um, yeah, you know, it's nice to hear that people enjoy it." And I think it's like, yeah. And then I sent a message back, and this is when I fanboyed. I sent him a message back being like, "Oh, did I already talk about this before?" I fanboyed, and I sent him an email being like, "Oh my god, um, yeah, I'm looking forward to your next project, your next special, and yeah, hopefully." I said that at the end. I said, "Hopefully we'll get to work together, uh, not as a showrunner, but more as a comedian." So, but yeah, I got to see his show last week. It was really good. There was some jokes that he reused that was from the special that he reused in the show, and yeah. But then afterwards, he had some new jokes that I really enjoyed, and I was like, okay, I see what he's doing. He's building up to it. Um, but yeah, I think yeah, he's gonna do. I think he's gonna do Melbourne. But yeah, he's gonna do some new jokes. But yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. He has kind of like this blasé attitude on stage. He's not very enthusiastic. Like he's not a guy who's gonna do like you know body humor or behavioral humor. He's not like he definitely hates clowning for sure. But I think he's a good writer, so you don't have to clown when you're a good writer. But yeah, he does have this blasé attitude, like he should play the Aussie version of Drive with Brian Gosling. Like he would be really good at that. That would be really funny. It'd be him like he has like glasses and a mustache and just like deadpan all the time. Um, But yeah, no, it's been good. And then I finally went to the zoo. I went to the zoo. That was super fun. Finally went to the zoo. Yeah, I don't know why, but zoos are always like, I would go to the zoo being like, oh my god, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna see every single animal, and you go there and you hardly see the animals. It's always like where's Waldo of the animals. Like you go to each um, section and you're just kind of like looking around, being like, okay, is it asleep? Is it camouflage? Is it in the enclosure? Did they take it somewhere else? They haven't updated the map yet. Um, yeah, so it was kind of like there was a few animals where I was a bit like, okay, I have to like look for it. But I got to see. I think the main attraction with the Adelaide Zoo is the two pandas that they have. One of them's called. Oh, I don't know the names. I think it's called Yippee. Pandas Adelaide Zoo. Yeah, I think every time there's gonna be like silence, I'm just gonna play one of these soundtracks. The worst one to play. Crickets. Um, I hate to put my internet on. So yeah, I saw the pandas. The pandas, they were very attention seeking. Like I'm gonna try and put videos on the podcast video, but yeah, they were really like they were like eating in front of the glass. I wonder if they're like social animals in the sense that they do love public attention. Um, which would be funny because they hate each other. Like they hate pandas. They're notorious for like not being able to breed with one another. Um, but yeah, and also fun fact: all pandas are owned by China. Yep. I was just thinking about that. You know, all pandas are owned by China. I know the Queen owns swans, but I don't know if it's all the swans in England. I think it's all the swans in England and not around the world. Honestly, I would rather be the owner of swans than um, pandas for sure. So yeah, yeah. The other one's called Yi Lang, no, Yi Lan, Lane, Yi Lan, and Siqui, Siqui. They mean star autumn. But yeah, one of them's a male. It's three. He's 3 years old. Yeah, the male panda Ziqui pronounced and I Xing Jilu. Oh, that's bad. You know it's bad when there's like the Chinese name and there's in parentheses how to pronounce it and you still can't pronounce it. You're just like, oh fuck. Xing Jilu. And the female panda Elam Elam has officially arrived in Adelaide of Tuesday. Oh, January. Oh, so like recently, only 2 months ago. Yeah, they came a month after me. Visitors can now meet captivating animals in their hometown of Baboon Forest in Adelaide. Was it called? I thought it was called the Way of the Panda. At least that's how they on the at the beginning. That's how they showed it. It's like the Way of the Panda. And I was like, I don't know. I think maybe they meant to have these kung fu panda kind of like um scenery. Yeah, the 3-year-old male is described as a very handsome panda. Yes, he is. With a calm yet lively temperament. His name, meaning star autumn, reflects the season of his birth and the starry night that illuminated his arrival into the world. The female panda, also 3 years old, is known for her beauty and playful nature. This is the thing, they're all pandas. How do you know if they're good looking or not? Her name translating to idly blissful perfectly captures her charming personality. The section of the two pandas was the result of an ongoing collaboration and discussion with the Chinese counterparts. After carefully considering, these two pandas were chosen as the ideal pair for the zoo. I don't know if you're allowed to breed them. Oh, just underneath they show they tell you how to pronounce the names. Okay, I can't hear. I know I can do it from the thingy. Singju. Ah, I was close. And then I re-listened to what I said, and it's like totally racist. Elan. 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 So yeah, there was. I think there was the best thing. Like they were. I believe the female she had her back turned towards us, so not very charming and playful, if you ask me. Mm, more bitchy. No. But I think the guy he was like looking. I'll try and add videos to the podcast episode. I'm gonna really learn how to like edit podcasts because I haven't been I haven't been doing much. I've just been like putting it on my computer, recording it, and then just sending it to YouTube and Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. But now I'm gonna try and really like learn how to do it. Um, because I think, yeah, because if you want to get better, you need to learn. And then also, I'm getting better at, I think, talking. I need to live. I think this is practice. This is practice. But yeah, the zoo was fun. What else did I see? I saw pandas. I saw giraffes. I saw tapirs. One of my favorite animals, tapirs. It's so crazy. I was just thinking about this. There's so many animals which are like alien-like that we just take for granted. You know what I mean? Like there's just some amazing like night creatures or like rainforest and desert and um, animals from all around the world. They all, some of them you could be like, that's in an alien movie, but because it's on Earth, we don't care about them. But like, if it was an alien on another planet, we'd be like, oh, it's so interesting. But like, yeah, animals are truly amazing. So I saw tapirs, I saw a lot of birds. Um, it's quite funny, the bird section, you're like in a cage, and it just reminded me of, there's like a little cage and you're on like this little bridge in the cage, and it reminded me of the pterodactyl scene in Jurassic Park 3, which honestly, like, it's was scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Like watching that scene, and it's like all misty and you can just hear noise and you don't know what's there, and you can't see the outside, and you can see like claws, and you see the pterodactyl. Oh my god, it was so scary. I feel like directors got away with a lot of scary or like disturbing shit or scenes in kids movies, just because it was like, oh, it's the 2000s, it's like the beginning of, you know visual effects and, you know like advanced technology or cinematography. And I just think I'm like, oh yeah, let's just play with the kid, let's just traumatize them, let's give them nightmares. I don't think I had nightmares about Jurassic Park, but yeah, there was like, yeah, so I went through there. There weren't any pterodactyls, there were a lot smaller birds. One of them flew over me, almost like it's like it was. I felt like it was attacking me a little bit. I think it had a grudge on me. Um, Maybe he wanted like details. Um, but yeah, what other animals did I see? I saw dingoes. They were very playful. There was two dingoes. They were playing. There's also like I saw a Sunaton tiger, which Muggleton tiger. I think they're a lot smaller than Bengal tigers. These are like Asian tigers, I believe. They're from Bali. Oh no, they're extinct. Where Bali and Java tigers are only survived in the Suda, the Sunda Islands. Sunda Islands. I believe they're a lot smaller than Bengal tigers. Um, Indonesia. So yeah, I saw one of those. He was like perched. I didn't see his face. He was just perched on his little his little porch, his little garden porch. He was there, and then I think he went to sleep. There were, next to it was the orangutan, but I didn't see any. I didn't think they were there. What else? Yeah, I saw some goats. They were by the kids section. Um, giraffes. Um, yeah, there was some lemurs sleeping. Oh, I saw penguins. Those are the first things, and then I saw alligators and American alligators and otters. Otters came out. They were very cute. I'll send the video of that as well. But they were very cute. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to post it because if I'm going to put these videos in, I will need to um, add. I will need to learn how to like add. I don't know if I do that through Canva or through Audacity. But but yeah, like that was super fun. What else did I get up to? So yeah, the zoo's really good. Definitely go check it out. I only stayed there for 2 hours. After a while walking around and like not being able to see all the animals, you just get kind of bored. You're just like, okay, like, okay, what's this next animal? Okay, I can't see anything. Is it camouflaged? Is it really there? Is it on vacation? I don't know. Is it taking a sick day, a sick leave, or something? But yeah. Um, but yeah, the zoo. I got a little sticker. I bought a little sticker. I put it on my laptop. I think it's very cute. I'm getting a lot of stickers on my laptop, which is a shame because I'll probably have to replace it soon. It's getting quite old. But yeah, what else did I do? So the zoo. So yeah, I had 3 days off. Like Monday was a bank holiday here in Adelaide. Um, there was I think there was like a racehorse match or a racehorse not match but a racehorsing. So I think that was happening. A lot of comedians were talking about renting a box. Um, so yeah, they were going to do that, and I didn't go. But no, instead, Ollie he invited me to a barbecue slash pool party at his host house. Um, and oh my god, yeah. Where was it? It was that part of South Australia, Yumley Park. Yumley Park, very rich, very rich part. I took the bus to go there, and I had to walk to get to the house. And the houses were just like they were just like medieval mansions. They were all for sure over the $1 million, for sure. And I even saw a Ferrari drove past, and the house that they own, very nice. Uh, and the hosts are super friendly as well. I spoke to the dad quite a lot towards the end because he's like into cycling and running and triathlons, and so we talked about that a lot towards the end. But yeah, the barbecue was nice. So much food though. It was like a banquet. It was a medieval feast. It was constantly food was being poured over the table. I was just like, oh my god. Someone made a good joke being like, Ollie cooks as if everybody eats like him, which I found very funny. But yeah, there was just so much. But it was so lovely. There was like uh, chicken kebabs. There was sweet corn. There was hot dogs. There was chicken pie. There was cupcakes and cookies and um, courgettes and vegetables. It was really nice, and it's just good hanging out with comedians. I can still tell that they don't consider me to be one of them, which is understandable because they've been doing comedy for 10 years, and I'm like, I've only been doing comedy for four, and none of them have seen me on stage. But they are like friendly to me. They don't treat me like assholes, which is super nice. But yeah, that was Monday. Tuesday, I think Monday. Was it Monday? I had a really good sleep. No, no. Monday, I can't remember. Oh, um, yeah, I'll read that later. Oh, I'll just read it now. Just 2 minutes. No problem. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had to read the message. It's about my job as a event coordinator. I just need to check what time she wanted me to be in. Um, but yeah, all good. So yeah, Tuesday I had a great writing session. Tuesday. I don't know if I should stop the podcast and start another one. I'll do that. I'm going to talk about the other day. So I talked about the zoo. I talked about Dan Muggleton. Yeah, I will see you in part two, which will be in a couple of minutes. Cheerio.